everybody, it's the coach. This is
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by Josh Rosen, the 10th overall pick taken in 2018 out of UCLA.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And Latimer's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Rosen to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold. Your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Rosen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired. That's a big gain. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now Rosen. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Ballage. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Now Rosen looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Second and goal from inside the 5. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down, Rosen.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now it's Rosen. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rosen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Rosen will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Murray from midfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So we've hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Able to find Isabella. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Darius Phila coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it with Johnson, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing on second down, Murray. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray, forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's Rosen. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Rosen to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and force. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Murray now. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
To throw is Murray. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now Rosen and the Dolphins down 23-20, just under 2 minutes to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now is Rosen. Able to fight through one tackle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. And he gets him complete to Latimer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back to throw.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run here with Balaj. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you...
This is caught at the 20. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. And Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First throw of overtime from Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, Drake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We got three.
They stay on the ground with Drake. About 3 yards there to the 27.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through. And